Life after 70 isn't exactly what most people expect. Many imagine it will be a peaceful time, but the reality is that it often brings unexpected challenges. Every year after 70 feels more valuable, yet also more complicated. Your body begins to show signs it can no longer be ignored, and your lifestyle changes in ways you might not have anticipated. Some people in their 70s still live with strength and purpose, while others slow down facing fatigue, memory problems, or sudden health issues that seem to appear out of nowhere. The difference between these two groups is often shaped by hard truths that aren't discussed openly. In this video, we'll explore 8 tough realities of life after 70. These aren't meant to scare you, but to help you prepare with wisdom and strength. By understanding these truths, you can take steps to maintain your independence, dignity, and peace of mind. Stick with me until the end because the final reality is the one most people don't see coming, yet it has a huge impact on the later years. Let's dive in. Number 1. Changes in hearing and vision. A tough reality that sneaks up after 70 is the gradual decline of senses you've relied on for most of your life. Sounds that were once clear begin to fade. In a crowded room, voices blur together, and reading a recipe or medication label can feel like a struggle under bright kitchen lights. This isn't a personal failure, it's the natural aging of systems that have served you well for decades. However, the impact can be bigger than many expect. When hearing becomes difficult, it's easy to start avoiding conversations because trying to guess what others are saying can be exhausting. When vision gets blurry, driving becomes more of a concern. You may hesitate to go out in the evening, and everyday tasks might feel riskier. These changes can affect your independence, but understanding them is the first step in adapting and finding solutions to maintain a fulfilling life. Take Alice, for example. She's 79 and used to love Bible study and singing in the community choir. But as her hearing started to decline, she became embarrassed and stopped attending. She didn't want to keep asking people to repeat themselves. With fewer gatherings, her world became smaller. It wasn't by choice, but because her fading senses pushed her into the background. The good news is that there are practical steps she could take to regain a lot of her confidence. Regular eye exams, brighter lighting for tasks at home, large print labels on medications, and high contrast markings on stairs can all reduce strain and help prevent accidents. Hearing checks, simple amplifiers for the TV, and captions on screens can also help. Modern hearing aids can open up opportunities that once seemed out of reach. Small items like a pocket magnifier, a doorbell that flashes, or a phone with louder, clearer sound can give you back control piece by piece. Recognizing this reality early is a smart move. Protecting your senses means protecting your safety and your ability to stay connected with others. Those conversations and relationships are what make the later years truly meaningful. Number 2. Changing family dynamics. Another tough reality many people face after 70 is the changing nature of family relationships. The roles you once held, like being the caregiver, decision maker, or financial provider, begin to shift in ways that can feel uncomfortable. Children who once looked to you for advice may now try to take control of your decisions. Grandchildren grow up quickly, and their busy lives mean they have less time for visits. Even holiday gatherings that once felt full of life can become smaller or quieter as family members move away or shift their priorities. For someone like Helen, who's 81, the hardest part was realizing that her children were more focused on their own careers and health concerns than on weekly family dinners at her house. She understood it wasn't neglect, it was just life, but the absence still left her feeling overlooked and distant from the family she had always been so close to. These changes can create a painful mix of pride and loneliness. On one hand, there's pride in seeing your family grow strong and independent. On the other, there's loneliness as your central role in their lives fades away. The truth is, family bonds don't disappear, but they do change. Accepting this truth takes courage, but it also opens up new possibilities. You can adapt by staying involved in ways that fit today's pace. Short phone calls, video chats, or organizing smaller gatherings can help maintain connections. You can also find new meaning in mentoring younger family members, documenting your family history, or offering support from the sidelines. While these changes can sting, they also serve as a reminder of the legacy you've created. By embracing flexibility, you can continue to shape those relationships with love and wisdom, even if the dynamics have shifted. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you do so and turn on the bell for notifications so you don't miss any future videos. Your support helps us keep making content that informs and inspires you. Now let's move on. Number 3. Declining health. As the years go by after 70, health challenges begin to shape daily life in ways that can no longer be ignored. Chronic conditions like high blood pressure, arthritis, or heart disease often replace the occasional aches and pains that once felt manageable. Even something as simple as climbing stairs or carrying groceries may leave you short of breath. The reason for this is the natural aging process. Muscles shrink, bones lose density, and the immune system weakens. Take George, for example. He turned 82 last year and always thought of himself as strong. He enjoyed gardening, shoveling snow, and walking long distances. But after a sudden case of pneumonia, he realized just how fragile his body had become. His recovery was long and tiring, and now, even simple tasks like pulling weeds leave him feeling exhausted. The hardest part isn't just the illness itself, it's the unpredictability that comes with it. One day you might feel fine, and the next, you're overwhelmed by fatigue. This uncertainty can lead to feelings of fear and frustration. But declining health doesn't mean life is over. Doctors stress that small, consistent steps, like gentle stretching, eating balanced meals, and staying on top of medical checkups, can help slow down the decline. Seniors who make daily habits around movement and mindful rest often regain a sense of control. It's not about trying to get back the body you had at 40, it's about protecting the strength you still have. Acknowledging these changes isn't a sign of weakness. It's the first step in maintaining dignity and ensuring that you can enjoy the years ahead with as much energy and vitality as possible. Number 4, financial strain. Money takes on a whole new meaning after 70. For many seniors, the paycheck stops and they have to rely on savings, pensions, or Social Security. While some can manage comfortably, others quickly find that what once seemed like enough doesn't go as far as it used to. Rising medical costs, housing expenses, and the need to help out adult children or grandchildren can eat away at savings, and inflation only makes things harder. Everyday essentials like groceries, utilities, and prescription medications get more expensive every year. Take Linda, for example. She's 76, a widow who worked hard, saved diligently, and even owned her home outright. But after being diagnosed with diabetes, the cost of medications, doctor visits, and her special diet drained her savings faster than she expected. Suddenly, the financial security she once had felt fragile. Many seniors face difficult decisions. Should I dip into my savings now, or wait for an emergency? Should I turn down the heat this winter or cut back on fresh fruits and vegetables? These questions are painful, and the emotional toll they bring is just as heavy as the financial strain. Yet, with the right guidance, there are ways to lessen the burden. There are programs available to help with health care, senior discounts, and financial advisors who specialize in retirement planning. While financial strain is a harsh reality, understanding your current situation and taking practical steps can help you stretch your resources. More importantly, it allows you to focus on what matters most: spending time with family, enjoying daily life, and maintaining your peace of mind. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you do so and turn on the bell for notifications so you never miss a video. Your support helps us continue creating valuable content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move on. Number 5, physical limitations. One of the toughest realities after 70 is the way your body no longer behaves the way it used to. Simple tasks like climbing stairs, carrying groceries, or even bending down to tie your shoes can suddenly feel like major challenges. As we age, muscle strength naturally declines and joints become stiffer from years of use or arthritis. Balance also becomes more fragile, increasing the risk of falls, which can drastically affect independence. Take Frank, for example. He's 82 and used to take pride in mowing his lawn and fixing things around the house. But now the lawnmower feels too heavy to push, and the ladder he used to climb with ease seems too dangerous. He often feels frustrated, not just because he can't do the things he once did, but also because he worries about becoming a burden to his children. This sense of loss is something many seniors experience, and it can slowly erode confidence and dignity. However, while physical decline is inevitable, it isn't permanent. Gentle, consistent exercise, like chair yoga, resistance band workouts, or light swimming, can help preserve strength, improve mobility, and even reduce chronic pain. It's not about pushing the body to its limits, but about maintaining what you still have to ensure greater independence and a higher quality of life. Mobility aids like walkers or supportive shoes can make daily life much safer. More importantly, recognizing these physical limitations doesn't mean giving up your independence. It's about adapting wisely so you can continue to live with confidence. Aging naturally brings changes to the body, but the spirit of resilience and resourcefulness can remain strong if you nurture it with the right habits and mindset. Number 6, loneliness and isolation. Another tough reality after 70 is the growing presence of loneliness. Friends pass away, family members get caught up in their own busy lives, and the social circles that once kept you connected shrink. For many seniors, the days can feel long and lonely, especially when there's no one to share meals, stories, or even small daily frustrations with. Studies show that isolation in older age isn't just an emotional struggle, it can also increase the risk of depression, memory decline, and even heart problems. Take Martha, for example. She's 78 and used to host lively family dinners every Sunday. Now, her children's phone calls come less frequently, and their visits are spread further apart. She spends her afternoons watching TV, but deep down, she misses the sounds of voices and laughter in her home. This quiet emptiness can feel heavier than any physical ailment. The good news is there are ways to combat loneliness. Joining local senior groups, volunteering, attending church, or even learning to use technology to video call family can help rebuild a sense of connection. Small actions, like greeting a neighbor on your morning walk or joining a community class, can bring life and energy back to your days. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment. Number 6, below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you do so and turn on the bell for notifications so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating valuable content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move on. Number 7, loss of independence. One of the hardest truths after 70 is the gradual loss of independence. The freedom to drive where you want, cook whenever you like, or handle your own daily tasks without needing help starts to fade. For many, this loss is not just physical, but deeply emotional. The reason is simple: as vision weakens, reflexes slow, and health risks increase, certain activities that once symbolized freedom become unsafe. Driving at night can become scary. Climbing a ladder might feel dangerous. Even managing complex financial matters can cause overwhelming stress. Take Linda's story, for example. At 78, she was a widow who prided herself on being independent. She drove herself, balanced her budget, and kept her home spotless. But after a small kitchen accident left her with a broken wrist, she couldn't cook or clean for weeks. Suddenly, her daughter had to buy her groceries, and a neighbor had to drive her to appointments. This shift left her feeling vulnerable and embarrassed, even though the accident wasn't her fault. This kind of transition can make you question your identity because independence is closely tied to dignity. But acknowledging this change isn't about giving up, it's about adjusting wisely. Instead of resisting every change, you can plan ahead by setting up support systems, arranging for meal deliveries, sharing household responsibilities, or learning new technologies to manage tasks remotely. Independence may look different after 70, but it doesn't disappear. It just requires a new definition, one built on collaboration, safety, and acceptance. Number 8, loss of purpose. Beyond physical and financial struggles, one of the most painful realities after 70 is the loss of purpose. When careers end, children move away, and familiar roles shift, many seniors find themselves asking, "What now?" The routines and responsibilities that once gave life structure may suddenly be gone, leaving long, empty days behind. Take Margaret, for example. She's 77 and shared that after retiring from her teaching job, she felt adrift. The applause, the classroom chatter, and the daily sense of being needed, all of it disappeared. And with it came a quiet ache that no amount of television could fill. The absence of purpose can lead to feelings of loneliness, depression, and even accelerate cognitive decline. However, purpose isn't something reserved for youth or work years. It can be redefined at any age. Seniors can find meaning in activities like volunteering, mentoring younger generations, creating art, tending to a garden, or simply being a steady presence in the lives of loved ones. Studies consistently show that older adults who feel they are still contributing to others enjoy better mental health and often live longer. While the reality may be tough, the opportunity to rediscover purpose is powerful. Life after 70 isn't an ending, it's a new chapter waiting to be written with intention and heart. Final thoughts: life after 70 isn't easy, and the harsh realities we've discussed, declining health, shrinking social circles, financial uncertainty, loss of independence, loneliness, changing family roles, limited energy, and the struggle to find purpose, are challenges that many older adults quietly endure. But facing these truths isn't about giving up, it's about reclaiming control. Each of these realities, while difficult, holds an opportunity to take your health seriously, nurture the relationships that matter, manage your resources wisely, ask for help when needed, and create new sources of meaning in your daily life. These choices can help turn hardship into resilience, fear into strength, and loneliness into community. Remember, aging isn't a punishment. It's a privilege that not everyone is given. By accepting the hard truths, you can prepare yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically to face them head on. And when you do, life after 70 can still be rich, fulfilling, and full of dignity. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to apply it in your life. We value your thoughts, so please don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments motivates and encourages us. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us keep creating valuable content to inform and inspire you. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.